I'm Brittany Lewis with Forbes Breaking News. Senator Ben Cardin recognized Pride Month on the Senate floor Thursday. Cardin recounted attacks the LGBTQ+ community has faced, including the upstairs lounge arson and the Pulse nightclub shooting. The Democratic senator said that as extremism is on the rise, Americans, quote, must stand united and firm in the face of injustice. Cardin claimed that the celebration of Pride Month this June is especially important after last month's bombshell Supreme Court leak. The draft opinion revealed Roe v. Wade could be overturned. Here's more from the Maryland Democrat.
Mr. President.
The Senator from Maryland.
Thank you, Mr. President. This June marks the 53 years since the attack on the Stonewall Inn and 52 years since the first Pride Parade was held in New York City. The Stonewall riots are widely recognized as the catalyst for the resurgence of the fight for lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, and intersex LGBTQI+ rights. And they were first in a series of landmark events that would define the LGBTQ experience of the late 20th century. From the upstairs lounge arson attack to the devastating AIDS crisis, the community persevered through many harrowing ordeals. During this month, we recognize not only the struggles of the LGBTQ community, but the triumphs both big and small. Not nearly as well known, the upstairs lounge arson attack took place nearly 4 years after the Stonewall riots on June 24, 1973. Patrons of the New Orleans bar, which primarily served as a safe meeting space for blue-collar gay men, noticed a fire in the front stairwell just before 8 p.m. The fire spread rapidly, forcing patrons to flee to the rooftop and out the barred windows in order to escape. Unfortunately, this was not enough. 28 people lost their lives in the blaze, and 4 more succumbed to their injuries in the following days. This horrendous act would go on to become the deadliest attack on the LGBTQ community until the Pulse nightclub shooting in 2016, which claimed the lives of 49 individuals. Both of these attacks took place during Pride Month, a month that celebrates love, acceptance, and community. The celebration of Pride Month also allows members of the LGBTQ community to reassert their rights to openly be their true selves and say, we are here, we're not going away. This message is especially important now as the Supreme Court prepares to vote on potentially overriding the Roe v. Wade, the decision that protects an individual's right to privacy and control over their own bodies. Justice Samuel Alito's reasoning in this argument, though not final, threatens an entire line of rights that the court has inferred from the text of the Constitution over decades, including the foundational protection for the LGBTQ people, such as marriage equality, established in the 2015 Oberfeld versus Hodges decision. I am an original co-sponsor of the Equality Act, S393, which would safeguard and protect equal rights for the LGBTQ individuals in areas including public accommodations and facilities, education, federal funding, employment, housing, credit, and the jury system. I am also the lead sponsor of the resolution to eliminate the deadline for the ratification of the Equal Rights Amendment, which would strengthen the constitutional foundation for the pro-LGBTQ legislation like the Equality Act. I strongly oppose action by the Supreme Court to take away the rights of Americans by overturning Roe or Oberfeld, or other cases like Griswold versus Connecticut, which guarantees the rights of families to have access to contraception and family planning. While I am proud that Maryland, as the state level, protections are in place to preserve the sanctity of same-sex marriage, should these rights come under threat at a federal level, such fundamental rights must be respected at the national level. As many have pointed out, Supreme Court decisions to overturn precedent have historically expanded individual rights, not taking them away. LGBTQ Pride Month is an integral part of our community here in Maryland. Parades and celebrations are taking place all across the state, from Salisbury to Cumberland. As an ally, I am committed to uplifting and supporting the LGBTQ voices. In particular, we must make a special effort to protect transgender children and their parents and safeguard their access to health care and social services during these challenging times. As extremism grows louder in many states, we must stand united and firm in the face of injustice and continue to proclaim that love has been and always will be love. With that, Mr. President, I would suggest the absence of a quorum.
The clerk will call the roll.
Ms. Baldwin.